Welcome to another video in the Shotcut video editing series. I'm Joe, your tech handyman. In this video, I'll show you how to create split screens using the Shotcut video editor. If this is your first time watching, please subscribe to the channel, like and comment. If you're ready, let's dive right in. So guys, open your Shotcut editor this way and go to open file. Once you open the file, quickly select the clips that you want to work on and bring them to the playlist. Now if you look at the preview screen, you can see the first video. If I open this other one, this is exactly the second video that we'll be working on. So real quick, we are going to bring it to the timeline by clicking on this plus button. Once I click on the plus button, the video comes to the timeline. Then click on this hamburger button to go to track operations and add video track. Once you have that other track, select it and go to the second video and then double click on it to have it on the preview screen before clicking on this plus button to bring it down to the timeline. So what I want to do now is to quickly trim this first video to ensure that it's of the exact same length like the first one. So what I will do is just use the S on my keyboard and then press delete, and then the next thing I will zoom to fit the timeline just like so. So I have two videos right there. As it is now, if you play, the one on top alone is the one that will show because that one is the one that sits on top, is tacked on the other. Now we want to show these two videos, one to the right and this the other one to the left, as it is now. So to start, I'm going to select the very first video. Once you select it, you will notice this first video right here. So once I select it, you notice this red line around it. So go to filters. So once you go to filters, click on this plus button and then type in mask. We are looking for mask simple shape, that one right there. So click on it. So once you have it, you can see the video sitting right in the middle, just like so. So the first thing you want to do is to turn off the softness so that you don't have any blurry lines at the edges as it is now. So you turn the softness all the way to 0 to have those sharp edges. Now depending on the purpose of your video, you may want to leave a little bit of blur around it, but I prefer to have it hard this way, so I turn off the softness. So the next thing you want to do is to remove if you don't have this problem, you don't want to do this step, but if you having these black lines around your videos, just go to size, position and rotate and zoom in and drag the video to position it the way you want. There's a video on this particular function of Shotcut on our channel. Be sure to check that out. Now back to what we're doing. You go back to the mask simple shape control panel. Then the first thing you want to do is to click on this grid to divide your video into equal parts. In this case, I'm using this particular one that divides into 4 equal parts, 2 to the right, 2 to the left equally. So the first thing you want to do is to use the horizontal control to move your video to the right or to the left. That's horizontally, and then position it where you want it to be, somewhere in the middle. And then once you have that centralized, the next thing you want to do is to increase the height so that it touches the top and the bottom. I think the perfect number is around 50, to ensure that it touches the top and the bottom of your screen, just like so. So once you have that sorted, the next thing you want to do is to work on the width. So just drag the control, toggle it towards the right, increase it. Keep your eyes on the video and notice how the width increases to fit in the exact space that you created for it. I think there is an overflow here, so to correct that, you quickly go to your filter and click add a filter. So once you have the add filter, go to size, position and rotate, and then with this I'm going to just use this control to drag the video to the exact position I want it to be, and then ensure that it sits in the space it was created. So back to the mask simple shape. The width, I can increase the width a bit to ensure that it sits perfectly on the grid line, the one in the middle, to ensure that everything sits there without spilling into another video. This might take you a bit of a try to ensure that you get that perfect positioning. Now if I play the video as it is now, you will notice that both videos will be playing simultaneously. My system is currently overloaded now, so that's why it's a bit lagging, but once I render it finally, you see that it will play way smoother than it is now. So let's work on the video, the second video to the right. So what you want to do is to select it on the timeline, ensure that the red line is around it to ensure that it's selected. Go to your filters, and then in the search from the drop down, type in mask, and then head straight away to mask simple shape, and then immediately that is affected, you can see the video in the middle. So use the horizontal control to move it to the right to ensure that it is well positioned somewhere in the middle where you can work with it. I think the simplest way to do this is to use your eyes to see how it's moving. So I'll just leave it somewhere in the middle like so. So once that is sorted, you go to the height. The perfect number, like I said earlier, is actually 50 to ensure that everything spans the horizontal pitch on your screen, so it touches both the top and the bottom. The next thing you want to fix now is the width, to ensure that the width spans the entire space that is created for. So you move the width, keep your eyes on the video to ensure that the width sits perfectly in the space that it is created for. So you will need to move this control really slow and then have your eyes on the video. I think that's it. That is perfectly positioned in this case. Now I want the second lady to be shown in this video. So what you want to do is go to size, position, and rotate under your filters, and use this control to move the video to the exact position you want it to be. Once you have that sorted, you discover that the video, both of them are ready to play. Now if I render it, as it is now, you discover that both videos will play simultaneously, just like so. Exactly what you're seeing on the screen now. This is the perfect way to illustrate split screen. You can use the same method to play on to shoot 3 videos, 4 videos, depending on the capacity of your system, but the method is the same. Thank you for watching. See you in the next.